to Merriam-Webster, the king of the gods and husband, apparently Greek mythology, compared Jupiter.
Different. But what is that? Uh, as long as you live on the earth, it's all. And there are gods on this planet, but the most important thing is no, the most important thing to me is it's important to be a god on this planet because of the things that was taught was totally wrong. When you go to school 12 years, you know, the majority of it is not true. You know, most everything that the majority of everything that we think that we know, the majority you don't know. And I say that I'm talking about myself. The original frequency, a freaking frequency, not a fake frequency, but being a real frequency. There's a such thing as called humans, and there's a thing that's called humans, and what's the other one? A real energy. The fake. I'm gonna say it like this here. And if I'm wrong, I'm willing to look back on this video and apologize. But the real frequency and the real energies, I do know that they are more than likely kept down. They're kept down. Like you wondering why that you can't pull up, or you wonder why you have like family members in jail and stuff like that. Like, think about it. Can you be put in jail because more than likely is it that they don't want you to hurt other people, or is it because you're doing harm to yourself? If more than likely, if you're doing harm to yourself, it seems they shouldn't worry about putting you in a system, right? If you're doing it to yourself, if you're like, I don't know if it is now, but I think it's illegal. Even if a person is doing like cocaine and drugs and all that kind of stuff, they punish you, okay, because you using the drug or not, whether you using it or whether you know what I'm saying, or whether you just harming yourself. It's just about money. They don't care. They'll say they don't care anything about you. It's all about money. That's what they say. I would say it's a bigger energy behind the reason why. I don't think, in my opinion, uh, I don't want to say in my opinion, but I want to say the strongest idea, the thought in my mind. Would they ask yourself this question? Would they put a person in jail or keep them locked up for years just because they are doing drugs to themselves? Because if they would lock you up because you're doing drugs or doing harm, I should say, to yourself, would they, if you are not the being of the person that is a real frequency, giving real energy, and you are the real thing, would it be more likely than that? Because if you are the real God of this earth, wouldn't that be more? Whether if you are not using drugs or nothing, you're not doing harm to yourself, they still will be able to make money off of it, whether you're in the system or not. So, have you wondered why that the other nations of people they get away with more crime, they get away with more stuff? I was watching a video of a brother that talks about divine intervention. I think I might run across. I think that I don't know if that. Wait, hold on. The University of Cosmetic Intelligence. That's his channel. The University of Cosmetic Intelligence. Things that are intelligent. Yeah. So he is very deep. And some people will say that they disagree with some of the things. He be on some good points, and then they say whatever. But what I'm gonna do, like I said, I read the Bible and then listening because I'm still learning myself too. But ask yourself, and I think this is something I'm gonna dive on more so with our people. I'm gonna drive that one until I I get it, I can get it, and we all can get it. Why is it that they keep certain people in jail longer? Now think about it. If you're doing harm to yourself, they're gonna lock you up because they care about you and they don't want you to hurt yourself. That sounds more like a lie, right? Hold on. Like that is to be thought of. That is seriously is to be thought of. Hold on. Um, I did a video 12 hours ago. Hold on. But I want you, but I want y'all to ponder that. Yeah. Think about that. Just think about that for a moment. Um, would they just put you in the prison system just so they can make money by itself? Like, okay, I don't care whether you, because see, people is justifying, like, it doesn't matter what race you are, it doesn't matter based upon the understanding that I'm coming to understand. It's a reason why that when you work on jobs, certain people work on jobs, and you, even if you're a good worker, like I worked on jobs all my life. Every job that I had, and I'm not gonna give you no lie. I'm gonna only speak what I see. I'm not gonna speak on something that I don't see. Every job that I had, people have always said that I do. They always gave me credit for the good work that I have done. I even have videos to show when I was working at a restaurant called Popeyes. How how you can literally look at me and you can tell that I was doing, and this is just proof facts for evidence because I have actually learned how to be a um, better at adding ingredients and seasoning and cooking and stuff like that. Working in those restaurants and stuff like that. You know, if you need me to sticks or info of some videos, link some videos in the link, I would do that. I can literally give you some videos. Matter of fact, I think I'll do that. I'll take and go get some links to the videos where I was working in the restaurant called Popeyes. This was like I started in 2013. And the point I'm making is it goes back to if you giving off if you the freak I think a frequency, hold on, let me see what a frequency is. Hold on. Just to make sure I'm not giving uh wrong information. What is the definition of frequency?
Here's the definition of frequency. The rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period of time or in a given sample.
The rate of which a vibration occurs that constitute a wave either in a material as in sound waves or in the electro electric genetic genetic electrical dr- electrical realm genetic uh fuse. Hold on, I lost where I was. The rate at which a vibration occurs that constitute a wave either in a material as in sound waves or in electrical dramatic genetic field as in radio waves and light, usually measuring or pre pre-second different thickness of glass will absorb different frequency of sounds. Oh, okay. The particular wave band at which a radio station or other system broadcasts or transmits signals, a radio station on a signal AM radio frequency. Wow. Okay. It said your body can give off certain energies, like when you have a certain amount of melanin in your body, you can give a certain amount of. Now, if I'm kind of off with it, I might be kind of off with some of the information, but I believe I'm on to something here. You see what I'm saying? Because now I'm trying to compare this and going back to this thing called like w- my point is I'm going back to the original point. Think about and this is a question for me, and I'm thinking about why would they take a person and put a person in jail or in prison if I'm doing harm to myself? Just think about how the people on that's not the original people of this planet. They kills people, right? They kills people uh and stuff like that, and how our people, the so-called Hispanic, Latinos, and Native American people, is dying on a higher rate on this planet because their bodies, they are our people are the original gods of this planet. And why do you think they have jail systems and all that kind of stuff? You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a big shout out to that brother that talks about that the frequencies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And why would it? That's a question because we are being locked away from our families and stuff like that. Those type of things, it speaks to us. Um, the God, the Most High, speaks to us in different ways to let us know who you are and let us know he give one thing about the Most High. He give you the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He will give you signs and wonders. He'll speak to you through the sun, through the moons, and stuff like that. Like the sun, all that type of stuff. The frequency of the sun and all that kind of stuff. It gives off energy. It gives off everything that we need. You see what I'm saying? The wave signal and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm gonna say there's a reason why the trees were created. There's a reason why herbs are created. There's a reason why this is water. Water is created. Have you ever wondered why a lot of our people, like I look at a lot of my family members, right? And my brother, my baby brother, I said, damn, man, my baby brother, they call and said that my baby brother got killed. Like, dang. And I didn't get a chance to even get a chance to spend time with my baby brother. You know what I'm saying, with my family member, my brother, and things of that nature. And you wonder why is it that they keep them in the jail system longer? Because they saying that they doing just if they not out here hurting nobody else, they just doing the drug because they just want to just relax and they just want to chill. They just want to just it's a habit. Let's just say it's a habit, for drugs and stuff. And they want to keep, if they really was concerned about them in the jail system, they would even give them, they would even come and lock them up in the jail because I heard that they can get drugs and whatever, dope and all that stuff in the jail system. So if they getting it in there, if they really trying to help them, you wouldn't hear about them getting that stuff in there. So you got to go back to the original question. Why is it that they really putting our people in the jail system? They say just to make money. You know what I'm saying? But that to me, that's the trick. That's the trick that they want to use to say that it's all about money. That's a conspiracy in it, and that's the thing that they want to put in our head to make it seem like they not trying to hurt them. They just doing this here because that's something that they can't blame the system or they can't blame the so-called white man or they can't blame these people for this here. So they'll just put it on. It's not about what color you are. It's not about what race you is. It's just about them making money. That's the throw off. That's the counterfeit. That's the lie. And that's the strong strategy that they want to throw across to make it just they lies not appeal the way it should appeal. You see what I'm saying? And they just want to make it seem like everybody all over the world excuse me, everybody all over the world is actually, it's not a race thing, it's not a color thing. That's to keep everything, the hidden agenda of what they feel to come out of who they are. So they push them lies across the globe. They pushing it out there so that everybody the truth will be hid. You see what I'm saying? So a person is not going to take and just sit up there and just deliberately just put you in a prison system. You see what I'm saying? Because you're doing drugs for yourself. Or we're gonna punish you. We don't want you to kill yourself. That's bullshit because they killed. Look at George Floyd. They killed George Floyd, didn't? Didn't they kill George Floyd? I was talking with some brothers today, and I didn't want to just run my mouth and give them the wrong information. For one, number one, I did not have my Bible with me, and I did not have that. But no matter what you say, it's like you got that. Like they still gonna try to come up with something and try to prove that you is on an opinion. But I think I did pretty good and stuff like that. But I'm trying. What I'm doing, I'm educating myself more, and I don't believe that no matter how educated a person is, you can never get away from the Bible. You see what I'm saying? The Bible said to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. You see what I'm saying? So um, now a lot of our people now that's what I'm gonna stick on. That's what I'm fixing to stick on. Think about it. if it's just about making money or whatever, they would need to put you in the prison system if to make money on you, because the so-called white man, they owns everything. They already own everything. So why do they need to take and put you in that? That's basically just saying using you as a slave, but still, how you gonna use somebody for a slave and you got everything? And I think that's just that within itself would be just a conspiracy to say, oh, okay, he doing drugs himself, even though we know he's not doing it to nobody else. It's illegal to use drugs. They don't love you. They don't care about you like that. They really love you and they wanted you to be off the drugs and stuff like that. They would get the drugs out of the community and they wouldn't even go and drop it and dump it in the community. They would find a way is to keep it from coming over here. They know how to do that. Just like they know how to give people access to social media and allow us to post these videos and stuff like that. If they had the power enough is to create, and which our people created all that, but I'm just saying that's another story for another time. But um, if they have the power, is to put you in the prison system, in the jail system. They have the power enough is to pay. Because think about it, the so-called America, they make enough money is to stop whatever they want to stop, but they don't want to. They can pass laws right now if they want to, just like they have the power. They can close the government down. They have the power. They can shut the stores down, the grocery stores down, which they said will be coming or whatever. They have the powers to do all of that. So if they really want you not to do, they wouldn't have killed George Floyd by that logic. George Floyd wasn't a drug addict, but they trying to bring up his past history and all that kind of stuff. And he wasn't on no drugs when they found he wasn't doing no drugs. He wasn't doing none of that. You see what I'm saying? So if it's just about drugs or whatever, say, oh, we don't want you to do harm to yourself. They would have been and done helped them all, or he would have been and got out. They wouldn't just keep nobody in no jail system just because you doing drugs or you doing harm to yourself. Just like if I can take some damn bleach and pour it up in a damn cup and drink it or whatever. And would they come here and say, "Oh, we gonna put you in jail because you attempted to drink some bleach"? No. Which would be the difference? Bleach and drugs, drugs and bleach, they both will kill you the same. There are many poisons that people can use in their house. If they that concerned about you harming yourself using drugs, then by that logic, they would come in here and be strict with everybody and see what everybody got in their house. They would be coming and checking. They have a SWAT team coming everybody's house. We just want to come in and search y'all because and then it's still a catch. To make sure that nobody had no drugs. We don't want nobody using drugs. We don't care. We don't selling it to people and plus using it yourself, we're gonna make sure that you don't get that. We're gonna have a table talk and we're gonna make sure while we got y'all in these prison systems, we're gonna have a table talk and we're gonna let y'all know we don't want y'all using no. So you have to ask yourself, why would they if you doing drugs yourself and you ain't selling drugs to nobody, let's just say some people just use drugs just for their own benefit, to get high themselves. They just say, I don't sell it to nobody. I use it. I don't sell drugs. I just use it because you have people who literally just sell drugs, who mess with cocaine, crack cocaine, but they don't sell it to nobody. They just use it. Just like you got some people that sell it. They don't use it. They just sell it. Even with that frequency, even with that energy, they ain't too much going. As long as you, when have you noticed a so-called Caucasian is to be concerned about a so-called black man selling crack cocaine and drugs and all that stuff to their own people? They don't care nothing about. Why would they put it in our community if they cared about it so much? They set you up and put you in the prison and they put it on the drugs that they're trying to lock you up. They'll set it on and let's put the blame on, oh, we just trying to make money. But no, it's about underneath the surface, there's some truth hidden up under that. It's more to it than just them just trying to make money. Because they ain't trying to make money, because how they trying to make money and they already got it all. They stole that this land. Their ancestors stole everything. Christopher Columbus came over here and stole every bit of it. So how in the world is they just say, oh, it's not about color. It's not about race. We just trying to make money. That's all. They don't give a damn if you black, white, blue or green. We just trying to make money. That's the lie that they put out there to keep the truth hidden of who the real gods are. They don't want the gods to be known. They don't want the gods to be known. Do y'all agree that truth is being hidden? Let me show you something. Let's go to Psalms, the book of Psalms. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Psalms 83 and verse 2. Psalms 83 verse 2. Below thy enemies make a tumult. Tumult means supposed to be like a loud gathering or something. Let's get the definition of it. According to what is tumult? Hold on. What is the definition of tumult?
Here's the definition of tumult: a loud, confused noise, especially one caused by a large mass of people.
Yeah, a loud confusion noise, especially one caused by a large mass of people. Below thy enemies make a tumult, a loud, confused noise, especially it's a loud, confusing noise. Thy enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up thy head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You have to understand that they want to keep the gods of this planet hid. That's what it's all about. It ain't all about so much the drugs and all that kind of stuff. It's really that they trying to, because have you ever noticed, that's weird. They don't really give a damn about a so-called man of color or a so-called black man. They don't care. Why would they do that? It says, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from, why would they say cut them off? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Now, you have to understand, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Cubans, Costa Rica, Panama, Guatemala, all of those things is not a race, it's a nationality. That's why they say nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They don't want, that's what I just got through saying. They want to use drugs and everything. So how would you know who, why, and what reason? It's a hidden agenda behind. They'll try to put it on, oh, they just trying to make money. That's a lie. No, that's a lie. Oh, they just trying to make money off people. Oh, they just trying to make money. No, that's a lie. It's more to it than just putting you, especially if you ain't out here harming nobody. You ain't using, you're not even harming nobody. You ain't harming no adults. You ain't harming no kids. You're not putting kids. You just using, let's just say if you just smoking drugs and you smoking weed and you using crack cocaine in your house yourself, all of a sudden they're going to come and just arrest you for that. That's weird. Would you find that kind of odd? And then they want to just take and put you in jail for years, give you 30 years for some crack cocaine. That's some bullshit. It's more to it than just that. And I may not know all the reason why, but we know it's some bullshit. We know it, we know, wait a minute, it's something about this shit ain't right. All right, let's go on. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle of Edom, that's the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, and Moab, that's the Chinese, and the Hagarim, that's an African tribe, Gibor, that's an African tribe, Ammon, that's supposed to be another African tribe, Amalek, that's another, those are the progenitor children of the Caucasian, that's another progenitor of the Caucasian race, and the Philistines. and that's that the Africans and and the habitation of Tyre. That's African. Asher also is joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot. That means that the Chinese people is helping the other nations consult against us like this, our people. Now let's look at Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. The Bible says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. See what I'm saying? So, your like what I said earlier, your body gives off a certain frequency. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Reptilian.
Reptilians, okay. Reptilians. Oh, it's reptilians. Frequency.
Frequency.
The rate of which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period of time or in given simple shocks have closed with increasing frequency during the period. The number two, the rate of which a vibration occurs that constitute a wave either in material as in sound waves or in an electrical magic genetic I'm trying to understand what that is. Electric electrogenetic field as a radio waves and light usually pre-seconds measures pre-second. Different thickness of glass will absorb different frequency of sounds. That means your body that has electrical energy. You see what I'm saying? And the more the sun you get, the more of the powerful of a beam you get. That's why I hear people they talk about like people with more melanin in them. The more melanin you have, the more your body it gets energy, it gets the power, the energetic from the sun and all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? And you can stand the sun a little bit much longer. You see what I'm saying? It won't break your body down. You know, it won't cause you to get skin cancer and all that kind of stuff. You can be in the sun all day or whatever. Even though you may be if I'm in the sun, it can be beaming hot or whatever, but you won't French or go in too fast when you got the sun and all that stuff that's in you. You see what I'm saying? When you get the sun, the more of the sun you get, the more powerful of an energy you get. You see what I'm saying? Because the sun has everything in the sun. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. And so when the gods of this planet multiply, the real gods I'm talking about now, multiply with the with the other nations of the world, because the gods make gods, then they become a frequency, they become a powerful being as well too. And shout out to that brother. I just ran a guy introduced me to him by the name of should I say his name? Well, I'm not gonna give the drop the name too fast, but I think his YouTube channel is. Let me go and say it off one more time. Yeah, let me do that right quick. Wait a minute. If that have y'all ever been like that? You're looking for something and you You know right away, and then within seconds you forget. Yeah. Um, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it left me or whatever. But okay, let me see if I can think of it this way. I tell you, let me get a Bible text for that. Let's go to I think that's Malachi. That's the last book in the Old Testament. Let's see here. Uh, I think um then shall then this might be it right here. This is Michael chapter 3 and verse 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, and between him that serves God and him that serves him not. Okay, now let's hold on. Let's try chapter 4 and verse. I got it right here. I got it. Just came right to it. It says in Michael chapter 4 and verse 2, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing. That's the key word, with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. You see what I'm saying? That's why I believe this here is a perfect example of that. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Okay, because they know that, you think about it, man. The sun used to come out a lot, but it don't be out as much because the sun gives energy, the sun gives life, everything gives vitamin D. And how we was told that the sun gives vitamin D, vitamin C, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So how you going just like over there in Jerusalem, and this is what I was trying to explain to the brothers today. You see what I'm saying? And they was telling me, oh, it's not about color, and it's like that didn't sit well with me when they would say, "Oh, it's not all about color." Yes, it is, because when you look at God and look at the frequency and all of that, it's a wave. It's some kind of frequency that gives a signature and wave of energy and light and all of that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So when they tell you it doesn't matter, I can't accept that. You see what I'm saying? Because the so-called God, the God, the real God, is not a Caucasian white man that they've been showing us all the years. It's not. He's a black man. The real Jews are black. Let's not get that twisted. Let's look at Revelation 1 and verse 1. The Bible says the revelation of Jesus Christ. The word revelation just simply means to reveal. That's all it means. Yeah, that's all it means. Let's go. Let's look it up. Okay. What does the word revelation mean?
Here's the definition of revelation: a surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that is made known in a dramatic way.
Yeah, that pretty much explained it. You know, and We still is talking about, think about, would they put you in jail just for just harming yourself? Because think about it. The so-called white man, they kill the gods every day of this, all the time. Every 26 to 28 hours, a so-called black man mainly is getting killed by the hands of the police. You see what I'm saying? So when you think about, if you are doing drugs and you ain't selling drugs to your own people, you're not even uh selling it to nobody. You know what I mean? You're not putting children at risk, your own family members at risk. Because think about it, they don't care nothing about us. Anytime they can kill and shoot a 12-year-old that was playing with supposedly what they thought a play toy gun in the park. You see what I'm saying? Think about that for a moment. They don't really love it. And they shot a little innocent child, a little 12-year-old child. Do you think they give a damn about melanated people? No. So if a person is going to use drugs for themselves or for their own use, and they turn around, oh, we're gonna put you in jail because you got no business, you harming yourself, and we just want to put you in here because we want to make money and all that kind of stuff. It's just somewhere. You see how the bullshit sound? It's bullshit. It's a reason why they put you in jail, not based upon because they want to make money. Because the so-called white man, they got money, they got everything. So why do they need your money to make extra money? Because when they own everything. So it's bullshit. Oh, we're gonna put this person in jail because he harming himself. We don't want him to harm himself. We're gonna put him in jail. When have they ever been concerned? By that logic, George Floyd wouldn't be dead. So that knock off the bullshit lie that they try to say that they want to put you in jail because it's illegal for you is to use drugs of this planet. Matter of fact, the stuff that they use for drugs and weed and stuff that they told us that is bad, more than likely is good for you. The herbs and stuff. They just don't want. They'll turn around and say it's bad because the majority of the things that we believe and the majority of the things that we think, our way of thinking, is wrong. Most of 98 or 99% of the things that comes out of our mouth when we talk about, we've been bamboozled. It's been lies. Everything that we've been taught was lies. I'll give you another example. And that's why I take time and I do try to listen to people more because I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I still feel like I'm way behind. You see what I'm saying? Let's look right here at the first example of being bamboozled. The one. Let's look at the one first. Genesis chapter 2 and uh, verse 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. He said, you're going to die if you eat of the tree. Now let's look at verse Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more substance than any beast of the field, which the Lord God has made. And he said unto the woman, yea, had God said, you should not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. And the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. For God don't know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. He said, ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. That means the eyes is going to be open after they listen to the lie. You see what I'm saying? And look what it said. Because see, this is when they were the after this is when the lie was fixing to get ready to be introduced into the world, and Adam and Eve. This is a perfect example of them starting to believe the lies that was infiltrated upon our people. And that's why we believe, like saying things like mix. Oh, I'm mixed with this and that and the third. No, it's not. If there's no such thing as mixed, you are what your daddy is. If your daddy is a God, which Abraham come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then that's what you are. I sum it up like that. All right, let's go on. It said, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes. That means she was being persuaded into that lie. And most of us follow the lies of this world, bro. And it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open. The eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. They knew they was naked. Now the word naked doesn't necessarily mean with your clothes off physically naked. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, before sin came into the world and stuff like that, in our natural frequency, in our natural self, I would say we probably didn't need no clothes and all that because we, you know what I'm saying? Because I think, no, I don't want to use I think. I don't, I pay, see how I pays attention to what I say? You got the heaven, you got the earth. The, I think they say it's like three heavens. You see what I'm saying? Because this is not the natural frequency. You know, they got the one, you know what I mean, the natural frequency. Just for uh respect and not giving the wrong information and keeping that information disclosed, I'm gonna wait till I get some better and a better understanding on it before I disclose the extra information because what I'm saying and the way I'm presenting it, it could be wrong. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm saying anything wrong in what I'm saying in this video, I'm willing to reach. If I go back years from now, I don't even know if YouTube will be around, and I see this video and I see I made that mistake. I'm letting y'all know now. I apologize for putting the wrong information out here. If you know what I'm saying, I'll say my bad, and I'm willing to go back and make an update video and recorrect myself. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just doing the best I could. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. Naked means that they eyes you got an understanding of what's going on. I mean, you see it for what it really is because you've been lied to your whole life. It's like the lights, the curtains is unfolding. It's like everything just start, the scales or whatever was on your eyes just start to fall off, and you begin to see that shit for what the fuck it really is. And they knew, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. That means they tried to cover up the shit. You see what I'm saying? You know how this is what America does. America, when you lift up the skirt of America, you see America for what it really is. You see that means you see all of the hidden agenda, everything that is uncovered, everything that is hidden. That's why it says whatsoever thing. Let me finish it out. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. In the cool of the day, it says, and they heard the voice of the Lord God. That's what I want to hear. That's the most important thing. When you hear God's voice after you done wrong, because a lot of people when they so far in the Stockholm slave syndrome or whatever until they and they hearing the voice of God meaning that you filled with so many different lies. I'm breaking it down in my own way. You're filled with so many lies of America until nobody can't come in and nobody can't pull you out the fire. You're gonna choose to go along with this Christianity that they pushing in the world of so-called all this stuff that these beings, these so-called people who are not humans came all on here and started teaching us wrong, like the so-called Caucasians and all of what I'm saying and things of that nature. Then they started teaching us all these different things. You see what I'm saying? Um, whatsoever you have heard in ears and closets and ears in King James Version. Luke chapter, hold on. Luke chapter 12 and verse 3. Let's go there. I'm gonna compare. I'm just kind of like Luke chapter 12 and verse 3. 10, 11, 12. Let me drink a little more water. Luke chapter 12 and verse 3. The Bible says, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear and in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. That's going into, we not calling ourselves Native American no more. I mean, I'm just using an example. I know I never was labeled Native American and all that kind of stuff because I know I'm not that. Creole, we was calling ourselves Creole. All these different nationalities, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, and all that. Because see, we lifting, like they said, one of the brothers on YouTube, it's like we're lifting the skirt of America and we're seeing the things for what it really is. It's like the veil is like when you got the veil over you, the veil means you can't see shit. You see what I'm saying? And once you understand, then the veil is being removed from your eyes. You see what I'm saying? And now you can see what the fuck is going on. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna give too much right now. I'm going to come back, but I feel like it was a good. Well, I don't like using that word. I feel, but I know it was a good lesson. You see what I'm saying? I enjoyed this lesson, and you know what I'm saying. So y'all continue to pray for me as I continue to get strong. I know it's a lot I left out or whatever. I'm doing the best I could. I'm praying that I be one of those, be the real frequency that give the energy, and I pray that I'm of God and I'm not none of these other things like monologues and all this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But I pray by the Most High that I hope and pray. I pray that I came from a God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue to keep on lifting myself up in prayer, and I want y'all to continue to y'all lift me up as I continue to seek, seek who I am, and stay in the word of God and get a better understanding of what of this book and what I'm talking about. And I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful for my so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. I'm really I'm really grateful for them. I love them with all my heart. I really do. I love my brothers. Even though when I go out, I do feel a disconnect. I don't know why I'm feeling that disconnect, but in spite of it all, I really deep down within, I care about my so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American brothers and sisters. I really do. You see what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't talk about it a lot. I wouldn't have it on my mind. It would be on my mind every day. You see what I'm saying? Uh, let me show y'all something. Oops. I even tried to make me a post to where I can use it and go out and talk to my people and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to build myself up because I know a lot of people gonna be using all kinds of excuses and stuff. And so my whole goal and aim is to stand out in the spirit and the power of Yahushua and do everything I can is to wake my people up. Even though, because I understand that if I don't know who I am, then how can I teach other people? And I recognize that too, and that's important. because I'm trying to come to understand more of who I am, and you know what I'm saying. And then once I come to understand more who I am, then I'm gonna help by the grace of the Most High. I want to help wake my people up too. So I'm just letting y'all know where my heart and my mind is, and everything. And I love y'all with all my heart. I do. So let me put this back over here. Hopefully this video ain't. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go over here and see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to clean this thing up and clean it off. I'm gonna see y'all later here.